Hello and welcome to the ninth stream of From Alpha to PLEX series. Today one is unscheduled one. There is just some time that I can spend playing EVE Online and streaming it for you. And today we're going to have a little bit of trading once again. During this almost a week-long period, there has been some sales going on, but not much less than I hoped for, at least. That's not a big surprise, because the ships that we have exported from Factional Warfare for loyalty points, they are not very high volume traded goods, so it's not necessarily a good choice for starter character. But we didn't have much option, because we had to have also had to hold these things. And hauling without a proper freighter or some at least properly tanked hauler, if you are hauling something expensive and something bulky like a ship haul, then it's problematic. In the case of trading, however, we don't have to do that. We can resort to small volume items, so we can actually go on doing some trading already at the moment with the resources that we have now, for example using Sunesis destroyer. And we can start probably already today, and to do that we are going to first of all take one of the ships that we placed on sale today in the previous stream, and we are going to withdraw the offer that we have created. The penalty would be the brokerage fees that we have paid for it in advance, but that's not a very large issue. And we will be able to take that ship and haul it to Jita and sell it there. Probably at the sell order price. Sorry, buy order price, meaning that we are going to get the money instantly. Okay, so we are currently not at the location of the ship. And let's, by the way, check what's the status of the market. Yeah. So more people have decided to sell the same thing here, which was probably not the brightest idea, because the volume, the trade volume of this item in this particular region is very low. So we're not going to compete with them anyway. And we're going to just get the ship out and deliver it to Jita for sale. Okay, what do we have? We have something from daily starter gifts, and also I have already claimed the hunt daily bonus from the current event that is going on. If you have not participated in it, it might be some fun to have. Those events are quite frequent in EVE Online, but they are not lasting. For example, this one is basically repeating only every year, and if you don't get whatever it gives, some unique things that are associated with this particular event, then you will be missing out until the next Easter period when this event is scheduled. Okay, so back to our market orders. So as you can see, what we have managed to sell was that Republic Fleet Nuclear L in Amar. So this probably indicates that it is finally the cheapest order there. And the sale has happened basically yesterday, so about 7 to 8 hours ago. That's good for us. It means that there is a good chance that these nuclear charges will be sold out eventually. Maybe not within the next week or even 2 weeks, but it does not take much effort from our side to just wait until they are sold out. Okay, so I'm going to cancel this one. And now we're having this stubborn fleet issue. And then we're going to check our assets and see if we have, yes, we have stabilizers in the other station. I'm going to dock there, pick up those 3 stabilizers, feed them, and head to JITA. So JITA is 19 jumps from here, and because we are hauling this hull, in principle I could have just autopiloted it AFK overnight, but I'm going to do it on stream just because there is, it's going to be faster this way, at least for me. And let's head out towards JITA. Hi. Well, as you have noticed last time, I have not used my tool to check if it is going to be sold at all. And if there is any good competition, I bet that the tool would have indicated that it is not a very good position competition-wise, because there were already ships in hack at least, and I think in other trade hubs as well. And the sale volume, the weekly sale volume, is about 3 hulls per week. So it's not a big surprise that somebody have been undercutting us from time to time, and luck was not on our side. The customer went to another seller who was the lowest offer at the same at some point in time. But the point is that, as I told already, it was not a big of a option for us. Not at this stage when we are forced to trade these ships, so that the payout ratio is shifted towards getting out a lot of loyalty points for a small amount of ISK as possible. So for these hulls, it is about 1 to 3. So for 1 ISK invested, we can get 3 ISK return from loyalty points. For other orders, and especially for the most expensive ones, it is more like a 1-to-1 ratio, or even worse than that. Sometimes it will be you invest 1 ISK and then you get half an ISK in terms of loyalty point conversion. So let's say you have 100,000 loyalty point order, and then you need to invest 200 million ISK in addition to that, so that you get your 300 million out. That's not good. And it's also one reliable way to haul things, and even very expensive things like ships, out of factional warfare shops to JITA. If you don't have a properly equipped hauler, and as an alpha clone you won't have access to one, so that's actually the best thing that you can do for bulky items like ships. So that helps. And yeah, once again, the point is that we want to get some starting capital. It's not necessary for us to get it very quickly, immediately, because trading is a slow activity and it mostly happens while you are not playing EVE Online. So you take time and it comes to you. I have actually set up JEVE assets for these two characters, and the tracker currently says that we are at 330 million ISK total. I have made a small discount for 30 million ISK for that value because we also have a lot of items on sell orders at the moment, so it's not really 330, but something around 300 million ISK already in assets in different forms. Now it's only a question of actually selling those items to get liquidity and start trading. I don't think that I will be carrying out the other stabber from Amar, but probably the one that is in Dodixie might be a good idea to sell that one as well. So deliver this one to Jita, head to Dodixie, pick it up, and then sell the other one, and then buy Sunesis and start actually trading things between Jita and Amar, for example, or some other trade hub, but some high volume tradable items, not just things that we pick up from Factional Warfare. The good thing about what I did last time is that we had this opportunity to trade for 1 week in different hubs, specifically Hack and Dodixie. We have been covering those markets. It didn't play out well, but we had a chance to get some money. But we didn't actually lost much in terms of effort or monetary investment. The ships that have been exported and which we tried to sell in Hack, we are now hauling it right now, and we didn't invest any time hauling it last time, so there is no penalty for that. Only this about 2 million ISK in broker fees. Well, that's the loss. Now the one that is in Dodixie, we have spent some time hauling it to Dodixie and setting it up for sale as well. But the point is that even though we did that, we actually saved us some time not today. If we are going to head from Jita to Dodixie now, pick it up from Dodixie and haul it back to Jita, then we're going to sell to save money and time already today, because it's now much closer than Hack. And we also covered that other market, even though it was not very efficient. I actually realized today that you don't have to close clients if you are having multiple alpha accounts. You can keep your alpha clients open. You are not permitted to log in the character, but you don't have to close the client itself, so it makes relogging even faster than what I did. And also now with JEVE assets set up, we have more rapid situation updates on our trading efforts basically. So we can go into, for example, market orders and check if any of the market orders have been sold or if there have been any movement, and we have got some money that we can spend. And we don't even have to log into if to do that. What is a little bit more surprising is that this Navica booster has not sold out. That is something that I would have expected, but when we get to Dodixie we can check what's the state of the market there. Normally, if you are trading in multiple trade hubs, you want to have an alt specialized in trading in that particular trade hub, and you don't want to move them around except for maybe using jump clones. So you can have at best one character covering 2 trade hubs and just jump in between them with a jump clone. And yeah, that allows you to basically log in, check prices, update prices, log out. No need to travel then. And I will be also checking the Factional Warfare character from time to time during our travel, just to see if there is an opening to do some novice or small outpost without any major disturbances around. So probably when we arrive to Jita and sell this one, I will first check out what's the status of Factional Warfare. After all, Factional Warfare is a steady income stream of money, and if we invest in Sunesis, there is no problem for us to even start using Factional Warfare to get ourselves some more expensive items. And let's check, by the way, what would be the fit for Sunesis for this character. So basically we want, of course, to have inertial stabilizers. Yeah, we need 3 to have 1.95. And small cargo hold optimizations, probably Tech 2. Okay, this is not possible. 221. Or we can make our thing much faster in warp. Maybe that would be cheaper. The difference in cargo holds, I don't know if it is important for us at the moment. This one we want definitely tech 2. And then maybe like this. 2 hyper special velocity optimizers to have only minor penalty on them, and then a cargo hold optimization. And let's add some tank to finish off this build. We don't have to use F79. They are quite expensive ones. We don't have skill for the tech 2, but maybe we can just apply skill points to do that. Okay. And I'm not going to dock with Jita Trade Hub. Instead, I'm going to warp, and I will use this ship to create a dock in Bookmark. That is crazy important thing that we need to have if we're going to haul something expensive to Jita for, with Sunesis. Otherwise, we have very high risk of being destroyed. Well, I'm at the moment working within the limits of this character's skill points, and I really don't know yet what I want, so thank you for the offer, but at the moment I don't think that I'm going to take any extra ones. But if you want, you can post it in the chat. Maybe someone else will find something interesting in it, and maybe I will look at it and see, yeah, that's a good idea. Why not? Yeah, I said and I forgot. Okay, so I need 26.3 million is to buy this fit. Slightly more if I want to add Tech 2 hardeners. And I would need tactical shell manipulations, of course. Hope I have enough. Yeah, I do. Okay, I need to join it. Yes. Okay, yeah, so you're adding micro warp drive instead of one resistance, and you have slightly more in terms of cargo hold versus hyper special velocity. Well, I think I will go with the one that I have at the moment, but for anybody interested, this no, it wouldn't allow me to post it in the chat, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm focusing a little bit on speed at the moment because I think the volume of the items that we are going to haul with this one will be low at the beginning. Again, we don't have much capital yet, so having faster turnaround would definitely benefit us. Okay, anyway. And yeah, because Sunesis costs 30.5 million, we will definitely need to have some extra cash, so we're going to sell another ship. Okay. Yeah, well, first of all, you should not be. Actually, I don't know if you can be unless you are autopiloting. If you are not in the dock range of the station, then you are doing it wrong. You need to use docking bookmark. What the hell? Why so cheap? Okay, apparently the high tier of Minmatar loyalty points shop have caught up with the market. Okay, don't forget to check that you're not selling anything to a buy order with a broker fee. Well, we don't have much of a choice. We have to do some trading. Otherwise, we're going to be stuck with loyalty points and factional warfare for a long time. Okay, that's much smoother graphics. Apparently the interior of Jita 4.4 is too heavy for my computer. Okay. So first of all, let's check the factional warfare character. So log off, log in. Well, yeah, maybe. But normally that would be an option for me, of course, to just wait and sell it later. But there is one fundamental thing that's going on here. Specifically the tier of Minmatar Factional Warfare. Because we have this high tier, tier 5, it basically means that there is no way for us to hope that somebody will stop earning less. So people are earning a lot of money at the moment with factional warfare missions, probably. And this basically means that, well, there is constant flow, influx of those items. And people don't care that much that their conversion course is not 1000 to 1, but maybe even 500, 600 is sufficient for them. And this cycle might last for 1-2 months now, because of the way the factional warfare works. It will take some time before Minmatar factional warfare will start actually losing a lot of stations, because people will stop supporting it. Yeah, the best thing that you can, in theory, produce would be this custom office gantry blueprint. These are still bought at a very good price. And cap boosters. There are people in the system, but I see no one on directional scanner. So it's a good question if they are actually not docked on a station somewhere. Okay, and novice outpost here has been completed recently. So let's see what's going on with the small one. It's going probably to end up a waste of time because of these two people. Now let's just check what's going on inside. Okay, so it has been done by Amar's for a very large faction of... It's almost complete, basically. So there is no point for us to even try doing that. Okay, actually, stop. This one has quite high contested rate. Yeah, and once again, factional warfare takes a lot of time to find a place where you can actually do something, especially as an alpha clone, since you cannot, for most of it, actually fight effectively. No, that's a lot of moons. Okay, a lot of people in this system might suggest that whoever is in the next one might be a little bit scared of doing anything because there is such a concentration here. And there is one courser, 2 mysterious capsules. Okay, let's make a safe spot. And the novice outpost is here. And inside novice outpost there is no one. Okay, and the courser is apparently this ally, and the enemy is gone. Okay, NPC corporation, so not exactly an ally. Another strategy about loyalty points would be to actually not to cash them out while there is a high tier, just farm them, and only when the tier of the factional warfare you are fighting for has dropped, then go and actually get a check. Well, if no one will try to kill us immediately, then we can try completing this one. And by the way, what's going on with this small one? It's actually empty. I want to check it out. This Corsair looks to be busy with those mysterious red capsules rather than plexes. Okay. I definitely need to go and check where I can sell those tags. I already have 15 million ISK worth of tags according to the inventory. Actually, maybe some NPCs are buying them. No. At least not here. Purifier. Okay. Okay, capsule, that's not dangerous for now. PvP side of factional warfare turns it into the same kind of activity as most activities in EVE Online, where you have to do some time investment and resource investment, and then there is chance that there will be some reward, and there is chance that there will be none. And in this case, the probability is basically dependent on how active people around you are. So you can somehow estimate it. Having no enemies in local is a good sign. Let's hope it stays that way for the next 17 plus minutes. And I think that this courser will no longer try to actually kill us, otherwise it would have already done so. But I will still keep the people and places open, and I will be prepared to warp out. Mysterious white capsule, mysterious steel capsule, interesting. It's actually somewhere nearby. Like very nearby. Okay, apparently it's not trying to kill us. I can probably add this character with some positive standing, just to know that this person has been acting nicely. And yeah, if I ever see them engaged in some PvP, I might even decide to just warp in and help, if the ship will allow that. Okay, and the local is now completely empty. Okay. And now we have enemy. Harpy. Okay. Unfortunately, we cannot log off right now. We need to wait for a 2-minute timer. It would have been a good option right now. Hello. Welcome back. Or maybe there will be no need to do that even. Apparently the harpy has warped out to one of the distant gates. Okay. Stratius we obviously don't care about. That's a cruiser size. It's not going to fit into small gates. So I really want to loot this wreck and destroy it, just so that it is not on this scan, in case anybody wonders. And we can enable partial safety, but I think in low sec space it does not count as stealing. No, we did get the suspect timer, so okay. We got penalty standing with our factional warfare faction for destroying a wreck. Wow. Hopefully they're not going to kick us out of the factional warfare, otherwise we will have to make a new character. This scene must be very confusing to that person on Harpy, because basically from their perspective they know that we are not very interested in fighting, but apparently somehow we have got this suspect timer. And we're now blinking in the local as a suspect. Bad day for farming yet again. I don't want to sit here with capsule log off timer for 10 minutes, so I'm going to move to another system and dock up so that I don't have to wait out these timers to be able to safely log off. Definitely not dock up in a system that is controlled by enemy faction. Well, the situation changes quite rapidly. Thank you. I hope I can help them. Okay, well, so destroying a wreck is actually 1.2 penalty. Destroying, stealing was what got me the faction penalty. Interesting. The penalties are quite significant, I would say. Our character is currently at 2.1 million skill points plus 200,000 that it got from the starter pack. So in about 2.7 million skill points, it will be able to already to go for this cheaper Omega subscription with skill extraction sequence. Time-wise, it's probably another 2 months. If I were to just leave this character training, in 2 months it would reach this 5 million skill point limit. I wonder if this rifter is in this novice outpost. Probably it is. No, it's not. Very interesting. Okay, range, of course. Yeah, it's inside. So by the time we finish this one, the novice outpost will be already done, probably. On the bright side, if this Richter leaves for some reason, if somebody from enemy faction appears, we might decide to pick their complex up. Okay, so we have done this one. And I believe the novice outpost is taken, so we don't even I will not check it out anymore. I think this person is doing it, and they should complete it in within next 2-3 minutes. So at the moment we're going to just log off this character and continue with our trading and see what will happen here in half an hour. Okay, I'm going to take these stabilizers with me so that it expedites travel from Dodixie to Jita. Yeah, the biggest problem with this plot is that it doesn't account for taxes. This table does not give you any estimate how much would it decrease your profit if you pay this 8% tax on sales. But, well, implants have always been like a backup solution in terms of what you can get, and these always sell well. But yeah, as you can see, even in domain prices, they are not very expensive. And about those jackal implants, I really don't get what is going on with them. They seem to have very high prices, but apparently nobody uses them at all, or the use cases are so rare that people just don't sell or buy them or trade them. Yeah, the low grades ones sold very, very cheaply. And there are obviously no real buy orders for these items. Or maybe high-grade jackal beta does have some gamma. not so much. Omega has very expensive buy orders, but that's because it is a set implant that we cannot get from loyalty points store. So alpha, delta, so basically beta is the best one. And if we calculate the prices for them, the high grade JCal beta costs basically 16 million, okay, not 6 million, but to 9,000 loyalty points and about 11.2 thousand loyalty points and 11 million ISK. So extracting even high grade JCal beta would make little sense. Still, yeah, small shield extenders, actually. I think these might be a good idea to trade. When we get Sunesis up, we can buy materials, we can extract loyalty points with this insignia, and we will get quite significant difference in sell price versus the amount of resources that we need. What's the actual state in the sales of these everywhere? So 3.5 is the cheapest price in JITA. Okay, and let's check what's happened to our orders here. So first of all, the stabber has been undercut quite significantly, I would say, but we can sell it here even more expensive than in JITA actually, and we can partially recover some things, or actually we cannot. If I modify it, I will still have to pay the broker fee for the change, so no, need to cancel it. And then just sell it right here to the buy orders. Yes. And now for the cup boosters. This we can just modify the price. If somebody decides to undercut us, then that would be okay as is. Now, yeah, now we no longer need to actually haul anything from here to Jita in terms of ships. And that's actually more profitable for us to just buy those small shield extenders in Jita and hold them to Amar. So probably, yeah, probably not going to extract anything from loyalty point store anymore. Instead, we're going to start trading. Okay, what our tool will tell us if we're going to say whole 50 million ISK, and we will resort to items not more than 1 million each and not very bulky ones. Let's see what we can haul. I will move it into another screen so that it keeps calculating in the background. Okay, and we have the offer from the system. It tells us that the hugest margins today are word console, hydrogen fuel blocks, heavy water, cesium, technetium, Navy Scorch missiles. These are definitely something that we want to hold. Insignias, well, not very good item maybe. But yeah, there are definitely some things that we can hold. Okay, the zone is definitely not an option, and yeah, I think I should focus on things based on ISK per cubic meter. Some of these things are a little bit a risk offer. Actually, I think I would not use those. Let's just buy things that are certainly going to sell, because we need to start trade as soon as possible. So this would be selling well. And I think that's it. That would be definitely enough for the start. Well, the tool relies on easy API from CCP, so it's as fast as it can be. It is sometimes faster to respond if there is somebody else doing queries as well at the same time, about 5 to 10 minutes caching. Then it gives you the answers from the cache that I have on the therapy server. So yeah, for this first trade I'm focusing primarily on ammunition, data cores which are consumed locally very actively by researchers, and then some modules, decryptors also for reverse engineering, and research, more modules, ammunition. This is like the items that are offering the best chance of being sold very quickly, especially since we're going to hold them in very small volumes. Actually, with 50 million cargo value, we will have about 7 million ISK worth of each of the item type. Under the same conditions, I want to check also Dodixie and maybe even Hack as well, because there might be slightly more lucrative offer in terms of how much jumps we need to make. I don't want to take the low sec route at the moment because we have not so much cash to risk everything that we have, and it is safer for us to just well, do the long trip one way with manual, and then on the way back I will leave the trader on autopilot. Empty, of course. But yeah. So this is the result for Dodixing, and basically here we can start with damage control, blasters, cap boosters, drones, and we are already pretty low on margin, yeah, so the cap boosters probably that's all we can hold. So yeah, not very good. So yeah, I will stick with this buy order. And let's get to purchase of the Sunesis itself. Okay, so our hauler is ready, and we have 58 million ISK. This should be enough to actually buy all this stuff. So we're just opening multi-buy and pasting it from clipboard. Yeah, and we should still have enough money to set up sell orders once we arrive to Amar. Okay, good. We are currently holding such a low hold that our basically virtual 10,000, 11,000 effective hit points is enough to not be worried too much about having dog bookmark and dog bookmark. But let's do this as a demo run and let's see what will happen when we sell this stuff in Amar. And yeah, let's dock up and check the factional warfare in the process. Just a random station. Okay, so both novice outpost and small outpost are here, and there are people in local. It looks like there is a fleet of jackdaws for people. Yeah, that's exactly how many there are. And I don't think that they're going to farm anything, but let's do the small one while they're still here. And actually, if I recall correctly, jackdaws are not allowed inside even small complexes, because those are Tech 3 destroyers. They are considered to be of a higher class than a normal destroyer. And even a Tech 2 destroyer. Okay, the drifter is here, probably looking for the small outpost. Oh, sorry, for the novice one. Let's align to safe spot. It's interesting that this Rifter decided not to try to kill the small outpost, because apparently Rifters should be just as capable of killing a small outpost as our slasher. If anything, it should be more capable, because Rifter is actually a DPS focused ship. But well. So it took about 2 minutes, maybe 2.5 minutes to respawn for this frigate. Quite annoying. We probably won't have enough time to complete the small outpost before the downtime. At least in this, if we want to also set up trade orders. So I think that this would be the last factional warfare outpost for today. And if we will get some extra time after the orders are set up, then we can get also some extraction of factional warfare points, I don't know, or check this system. But more likely we will just do the raffle. Okay, and let's warp to the safe spot, and in 2.5 minutes we will be able to log off. It will basically respawn before the downtime, but no one will be able to complete it anyway. I guess we can start doing the raffle. I will switch the chat into subscribers only mode. Oh, it is already. So yeah, just type your in-game character names if you want to participate. Again, just as with last stream, I will use external tool instead of the in-game HyperNet Relay because the in-game HyperNet Relay is hell of a slow thing. So yeah, and because I'm going to use external tool, you don't have to be online to get the prize. Okay, log off safely. Yes, you can type your in-game character name if you want to participate. It seems that the chat has already been in subscribers mode from the start of the stream, so... Okay. Let's wait. I guess we will make a lone raffle today, and I will accept new entries until at least 20 jumps till Amar, so for the next 20 minutes. And after that, I will just plug in the names into the online tool and get some 3 random winners, if there will be more than 3 participants, to get 100 million ISK each. Welcome. Welcome to the raffle. We have now 2 participants and 18 jumps to go. yes, it's going to be about maybe 15 minutes, a bit less than that. Traveling is slow in Eve. So yeah, I was wondering where can I get rid of those tags and at what price. those sergeant insignias. Let's see if we can find them or any buy orders for them. Okay, so people are actually buying them at slightly above 1 million ISK each in JITA, in quite a large number. Okay, 3 systems to go. I wonder if we got any new viewers who would like to participate in the raffle. So far it seems that there are only 2 participants. Let's find a system or station in this Abudan system that we will use as our intermediate location to dock up and switch to the character where I still have money from previous trade. Okay, logging off this character, and I will need to start a new client. If you have just joined us and you are subscribed to this channel, you have the last chance to participate in the raffle. Type the name of your character in game and you can get 100 million ISK. Okay, well, it seems that there are no more people interested to participate. So for today, we have two winners, Han Lao. Yeah, it will take some time again to find the character, apparently. And Bangotur Mangale. Thank you for participating, and I hope to see you in the future ones as well. Okay, this one can be closed, I think. Just double checking the transactions from corporation wallet. Yes, 2 transactions today. Something very confusing is going on today with the interface in YouTube. But yeah, now it should be available again. The chat should be available for every viewer, regardless of whether they are subscribed or not. And if you are not, subscribe and join our future streams. During the stream, there are random raffles. I usually raffle 3 packages for 100 million ISK each to help new players start their activities in EVE Online and cut away the pain of the first few hours. TCP definitely could have done a little bit better job in providing some starter cash, because right now the first money that new players get, they are just nothing. And it takes some 10 to 15 hours to just get to this first 100 million ISK. And the final goal of today's stream would be to get to Omar, hopefully before the downtime, and set up the sell orders. And after the downtime, I will make some basically unscheduled, non-public stream where I will just set up the Sunesis to autopilot back to Jita. I will not be present on the computer, but the things will be rolling on their own. So we now have about 15 jumps left. This first hole is quite small one, but we will start with a small trade and we will eventually get to some more expensive orders that we can still hold with Sunesis. So small items, Tech 2 modules, some factional ammunition and so on. I think that might be actually a good hauling praxis. With 1200 cubic meters cargo, that's not much. But if you want to do some AFK hauling as an alpha clone, I think that's as tough as you can get with 100,000 EHPs. So you would be able to haul around 350 million ISKN cargo without risk of getting destroyed. And since you can do that pretty much, well, on autopilot, the speed of this thing does not really matter. And it's not that slow either. The slowest part is that it has only 90 millisecond maximum velocity. It means that it will take around 80 seconds, 90 seconds, considering the align time, to crawl on every jump from warping point to the gate. But otherwise it's quite interesting. I definitely want to try this one out. Okay, and we are finally in Amar. So first thing, I would like to check what's the status of our sell order for the ship. So Stubber Fleet issue is by far not the lowest order, not the cheapest one. I think we can modify and still try to sell this one at around 58 million. That's not the best strategy, but again, we kind of want money. And we don't have enough time to complete this setup otherwise. Okay, so I will have to wait until the end of the downtime to complete this. And hopefully easy API will be available then. Okay, seems that the game is starting. Now we can finish the setup of the trading orders. To do that, we are going to use the tool, and we're going to open it in the Sell Appraisal tab. Select Amar, and I'm going to Ctrl A in the inventory, Ctrl C to copy everything, and then paste and get suggested sell prices. Now I'm going to detach this tab and float it so that I can actually operate on both Eve client and this browser page. I think I can put it a little bit to the side, and yeah, just then normal sell items. I'm going to sell them with 3 months as usual. So this, and then the order is exactly the same as in the tool. So just double click the item, Ctrl C, click the slot, Ctrl A, Ctrl V, and so on and so forth. Okay, so we're going to get about 55 million ISK back when we sell all of this. Okay, so these were the sell orders for the Sunesis, and this is where we started. So 58.3, and we bought items until we had 7.75. So yeah, we get about 5 million ISK profit from all this. That's not much, obviously, but again, we have made just a test haul with this Sunesis, and the way back will be basically automatic, and it took us about 20 minutes in one direction, so still around 15 million ISK an hour profit. Not much, but again, just a small test run. Let's see how we can proceed in the future with sales, how they will go on. And let's hope that we will start increasing the volume of how much goods we haul. It is possible that I will start arranging the streams based on the amount of money that character gets. So I will probably eventually start streaming only when the character has like 200-300 million ISK in active in cash reserves after sales, to make sure that the trading activity is actually profitable. Otherwise, of course, we can still do some factional warfare to increase our capital. That will be all for today, and thank you for watching. Thank you for participating in the raffle and in the chat, and thank you for your commentaries and questions. I hope to see you in the next streams, and fly safe.